Yo, what's going on, guys? Fatal Aquatic here, and welcome back to another episode of Call of Duty Ghost Gun Guide, the series where I go through all the weapons in this game, giving you guys the stats and info, as well as some of my personal opinions to help you make better class setups and become a better Call of Duty player. So, in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Maverick A2 assault rifle, one of the newer weapons that came out with the Onslaught DLC. So, let's get into it. Now, starting off with the iron sights, they're great. Like, seriously guys, they're one of the best in the game. They're super open. There's no ring around them or anything like that. They're usually really easy to control. Optics aren't a bad choice on this weapon, but I think usually other attachments will help you out even more. Now, next up, for terms of damage, this is where this weapon is different. It does 50 up close and 24 at a distance, which makes it a pretty high damage assault rifle. The 24 is more kind of average. It's not below average, but the 50 up close is crazy. The only other weapon that does that is the MSBS. So sometimes when you're up close within 7 meters, you can get yourself a 2-shot kill. It's not very far, but sometimes you'll get lucky. You see it happen a lot in this game. But anyways, next up, for shots to kill, obviously with 50 to 24, it's 2 to 5 shots to kill. So the range isn't bad. The 2-shot kill, like I said, is up to 7 meters, which is really close. The 3-shot kill goes out to 37 meters, which is pretty good. And then from there, it drops down to a 4 to 5 shot kill. The rate of fire is pretty slow at 652 RPM. That's pretty similar to the Remington R5, which has a 631. So this is kind of a higher damage, slower rate of fire weapon. So you really have to be accurate and make sure your shot's on target. Now, as far as for the recoil, I'm going to say medium. Technically the recoil is high, but it's also got a large recenter speed, which is the time it takes for your weapon to come back down to the middle of your screen. So it feels like the recoil is higher than that, but usually it's pretty manageable. It's not the best in the game, but it is manageable. Now, next up for magazine size, you've got 30 rounds in your regular mag, which is basically standard for most of the ARs. 45 in extended mags. And now, as far as for your reload speed, it is 3.25 seconds if your mag is completely empty, and 2.5 seconds if you have at least one bullet left, which is pretty good, slightly above average for assault rifles. Alright, so now, as for my recommended attachments on this gun, I really like the muzzle brake. Increases range, increases that 2-hit kill and 3-hit kill range, so that's pretty good. And for my other attachment, I really love the foregrip. The foregrip is good because, sometimes recoil can start to get away from you, so that helps out. Now, silencer isn't bad. It's a pretty high damage weapon, so it's kind of like the AK-12, where, silencers won't affect it quite as much. Optics, like I said, if you want them, but they're not necessary, at all, try to get used to the iron sights if you can. And then finally, as for my recommended perks, we've got Ready Up, Sleight of Hand, Stalker, Quick Draw, and Focus. That's pretty much my go-to assault rifle perk setup. But anyways, guys, there you have it. That is a Maverick A2 assault rifle. It's actually pretty good. It's not the best weapon in the game by any means. This is not something like if you buy the DLC, you're going to have a big advantage over everybody else. But it is a good gun and definitely worth using. I myself, I'd probably put in my top 10 weapons in the game. It's pretty consistent. You always get the job done. If you like high damage guns, this is definitely one to use. This along with the MSBS or the strongest assault rifles. And the Remington's up there too. But yeah, definitely if you want a high damage gun, this is not a bad choice at all. And you could use it on any map. I mean, it is the AR, so it does have that good range, like I mentioned earlier. It's not super powerful at a distance, but if you just throw on that muzzle brake, which I'm using in this gameplay, along with maybe if you want to run some type of optic scope to even have more range on it, that wouldn't be a bad choice either. But try to get used to those iron sights. They're really good. That way you could throw on other attachments you like to use. But yeah, guys, that is it for today, and we will be back with the final episode, I believe, tomorrow of the assault rifles for my Call of Duty Ghost Gun Guide series. That will end Season 1, and we'll be back with Season 2 with the submachine guns not long after that. We'll see when I do it. But yeah, thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you later. Peace.